Oh boy, it is about time.
It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone. It's so cold outside.
What is going on, Snow Squad? It's your boy Snow, and welcome back again for another video here in All-Star Tower Defense. And well, as the tradition goes, guys, it's gonna be a video of us using all of those new OP units that we got from the most recent update here in ASTD. I know it's a little bit late, guys. Well, it's just because there's a bunch of new units, and at the same time, we also got a lot of new orbs. But anyway, guys, this is now the roster that I'm planning to use. Obviously, we don't really have any other choice but to miss two of those new units because, well, the last slot will be for our money tower. So I myself is a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but I think I did not want him to be on my team. And also Funny Valentine because also, well, we already have Giorno here. I just really did not want to miss the two new 6-star units, and at the same time the legendary characters Garop, Itachi, and of course my Todoroki Sotosan Endeavor. But anyway, guys, come on, let's hop into a game and let's see how powerful this new unit roster is. This update is not gonna lie, quite big, but also no. It is big for the fact that we actually received a lot of new units and also, of course, some orbs that we can actually grind for. But it is also not that big because most of these units that we actually received cannot be really part of the meta. Of course, I'm not really saying, guys, that all of the new units should be on the meta, but it's just the fact that the ratio of the number, of the new units that we actually got compared to those units that could probably be in the meta is just not really proportioned. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, guys, who among you likes this update? Because I know that at least in my Discord server, a lot of them are actually giving some negative feedback about this update, mainly because of the unit cap. But I think that since Light Yagami was actually buffed, I don't think that those damaged farmers should really be affected that much. But anyway, guys, for the meantime, just gonna max out our Mr. Escanor here, and I will be right back. Of all of these new units that we received on this update, which among these units is your favorite? In my opinion, guys, my favorite would probably be Yugi, and at the same time Funny Valentine, even though I didn't really use them on this one, but I like them because of the way how unique they are. Well, Yugi is not really unique, but it's just the fact that that furry ball is just really OP, but Yugi as a unit is really pretty much, like useless. But anyway, guys, we only have one unit here that can defend against these air units, so we need our Kirito to be in a very good position here because his range is not really that good. You know what? I don't really know the exact amount of range that our Kirito has, but I'm just gonna place him probably here and upgrade him to max. And actually, we do not even have enough cash for that. So I guess that 5 upgrade should actually be enough for now. Besides, he would already be a hybrid unit at that one. By the way, guys, I'm using the orb that can buff the range on our Kirito because, well, he badly needs it. Alright, so just gonna place our maybe Kirito all over the map here, probably on these kind of corners because, well, he actually got a pretty weird kind of range. Like, his splash AoE is so big, but for him to be triggered, his range for that is actually pretty small, so that's the reason why he is kind of tricky to use. But his damage is really a monster, that is for sure. So since we do not really have any other unit that can hit the air unit, well, of course, except for Giorno, but Giorno would be able to hit those air units by his clickable skill, so it's not really something that like would damage them, but just to support them, kind of like to rewind the time. But we're just gonna place first our Kirito, and this is gonna be really expensive. Oh my god, that was pretty expensive. But we now have here 8 Kiritos on the battlefield, but all of them only got 5 upgrades, so that's only good enough for them to be a hybrid unit. But anyway, guys, since we have Endeavor here, I want Endeavor to burn all of them. So just gonna place our Endeavor probably here in front, maybe all of them here in front. And what I wanted to do here, guys, is of course, since he's gonna be a burning unit, I just want them to be burning before even reaching some of our other units here. So most probably I'm just gonna use probably the first 3 corners or maybe even 4 corners here, because placing him in front just like those other burning units would really be a lot stronger. And also he would be able to one clap these mobs around wave 26 to probably 30 plus. So most likely we're not gonna see any mobs here anytime soon, because our Endeavor is not really that big of a unit, but he still got the damage, and also especially that he's burning, so that is the reason why. Okay, there we go. We now have here all of our Endeavor at maxed. Okay, so for the next unit that we're gonna place, probably Itachi. So Itachi is a Walmart Netero, just like on my video, so I want him to probably be in this corner. Yeah, okay, so that we would be able to make use of his this kind of semi AOE cone. I'll probably just put all of them here, because I think this is just the best for him in my opinion. And there we go. We now also have 8 Itachis here, the Walmart Netero of this update. Okay, so the next unit that we're gonna be using is probably just Garop. Yeah, and I think that I'm gonna place Garop probably here. Wait, let me just try to max him out, because I already forgot what he's doing. Oh, actually he got a pretty good range. Okay. All right, I'm gonna place our Garop here in the middle, so that we would be able to use him for initial damage around here, and also he would be able to help our Kirito when the mobs are already here on the other side. Hey, okay, that sounds like a plan. Wave number 34, and we now also got 8 Vice Admiral Garop. Hey, all right, so for the final unit that we're gonna place, it's gonna be a little bit tricky, because well, he is indeed tricky to use, and it's gonna be our boy Giorno. And since he can actually rewind time, I think that I'm just gonna place our Giorno probably around our Kirito, so that we can have here a super duper combo for our new 6-star units. And I believe that he can also have, yeah, a very good amount of range. Look at that, even though his splash AOE circle is really small, but hey, it is what it is, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna place all of them here, because well, damage wise we can't really rely on him, but still he would be able to give us a hefty amount of damage. But it's just the fact that, well, I think that his manual skill would actually be the reason why you would use him. But it's just really tricky, especially, you know, like Giorno and also Funny Valentine, because they actually place some general cooldowns that it's really hard unless we are going to measure it by ourselves. Because just like, for example, for the Funny Valentine skill, some are even saying that you can only use it once on a server. Some are saying that it has 45 seconds general cooldown. However, there's an announcement on the Discord server confirming that it is gonna be per 10 minutes, like each server. So it means that even you are playing with 3 players inside a game, only one of you can actually use Funny Valentine skill, which is really understandable, because I mean, Funny Valentine skill is kind of OP in a way, especially if it will be abused. Besides, just like what I mentioned in my video, the developer actually mentioned that Funny Valentine was supposedly a celebratory unit just for the July 4th celebration as well. So yes, he is a very special unit, not gonna lie, but at the end of the day, guys, he cannot really be a very OP meta, because that would just not make any sense. Anyway, guys, we are now almost at wave number 40, and finally we now have max in place all of our units here. And as you guys can see, we literally covered the whole map except for this straight line here. So yeah, I think that I'm just gonna use our cash to max out our Kiritos, because I mean, they're just really that expensive. I mean, look at that, guys. After 27k, it's gonna be another 30k, and that is not even his final upgrade. So it's really gonna take a while, probably around wave number 50 before we can max them all out. But as you guys can see, wave number 40, our Endeavor is already good enough to blast them with some fire. And that's the reason why our battlefield here is still clean, even though we are already on wave 40 mark. Wave number 45 now, and as you guys can see, these units are no longer dying that fast. And you know what, guys, every single unit on this update is just literally lacking something just to be a very good unit. Just like, for example, for our Endeavor, Endeavor is really a good burning unit, but it's just the fact that he cannot hit air unit. His damage is not really that high, and that's the reason why it's just a no-brainer for at least for those people who got everything or every unit here that he cannot really be part of the meta. I mean, look at that, guys. So 10,740, multiply that probably to 7 at max, so 70,000, let's say 70,000 damage, even though that's actually a hefty amount of damage. But well, since he got like 10 SPA, even though he's gonna be like full AOE, he would not really be able to give us the DPS that we actually wanted to be as part of the meta. But if he was just a hybrid unit, definitely, guys, those leaderboard players would probably check him out, because well, imagine that, guys, a burning damage that could probably reach around like 100k plus, because well, of course, the damage that you can see right now is still not a buff version. Then that is the only time that it would be really good. For our Garp is actually a good unit, but he could have been a really good or probably even a meta unit if it's either he would be able to hit air units on this range, or maybe he would have the same amount of range just like Paper Beauty or Conan. I mean, yes, his splash AoE circle is actually quite bigger than Conan, or maybe they're just the same, but it's just the fact that since we already have Paper Beauty, that's the reason why he cannot really be, you know, the guy when it comes to only ground defense or a pure ground defense splash AoE unit. Only just a little bit of range, actually not really a little bit. Conan got like 100 range, and that's the reason why Conan is just really OP. Wave number 50 now, guys, and let's talk about our Itachi. For our Itachi, you can already see the problem, guys. It's just about the range. For some reason, Itachi's range is just 29 range. Like, what is this? 10 updates ago? Like, bro, it doesn't really matter if he got like 20,000 damage. Some are even saying that he's doing some burn, but I think I already checked that on our showcase video for Itachi, and sadly, guys, he doesn't really do any burn effect. You know, it's really bothering me here, guys. Like, look at his damage. His damage is 20k plus, and by the way, we're now getting pushed. His damage is 20k plus, but his range is this small, so I'm not really sure. Probably ASD developers, when they created Itachi, maybe they actually typed range 92 to range 29 as a mistake, and just maybe they just didn't really wanted to change it again. But yeah, range 29 is just really something that probably Naruto fans would be triggered, and I cannot really blame them for saying that Itachi got disrespected. But hey, it is what it is, guys. For our Kirito, however, I think that it's already obvious here. It's gonna be his range. Even though his splash AoE circle would be really awesome, still, the way how you are triggering his attack is just pretty, not really stupid, but pretty annoying, not gonna lie. I mean, imagine this, guys. If this splash AoE circle would actually be the same as his range, kind of like maybe a full AoE, then that would be a lot better, so that he would be able to start attacking once the mobs already reaches here. But sadly, well, it's not happening. For our Giorno, I think for our Giorno is just doing something special, so I guess that I'm gonna give it a go. But we are now on wave number 54, guys. Really, so many things happening here. We actually got 200k cash now, so I guess that we're now gonna just spend it and splurge it to our Kirito. And guys, look at that. We cannot even kill these mobs that fast anymore. So I guess that we really have to make sure that we will upgrade all of our Kiritos here at the back, because they will be our last line of defense. I really wanted to use time rewind, but is it really the time for that? Wave number 55 now, boys, and we are still holding strong. I'm not really gonna be surprised if we will be able to reach wave 60, but look at this, guys. Okay, time rewind. There you go. Oh my god, all of these effects. All right, so that should now be good, I guess. Okay, wave number 55 still. Oh my god, I cannot see anything. Yes, I know that I can just turn off my effects, guys, but I just did not want to do that because that would be really boring. I mean, don't you guys enjoy the effects, especially when they are being casted like all at once? It's just very colorful. But we are now on wave number 56, and we are now getting pushed, actually. I think that the time rewind is just really getting handy here, just for us to control the wave, because these mobs are just really fast. And how many time rewinds do we still have, though? Yeah, this cooldown is not really that good. Okay, so I think that We're just gonna make sure that those mobs that will go here will be time rewinded again. Okay, there you go. Oh, I think that I saw a wave clear. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it is a wave clear. Wave number 57 now, guys. And time rewind, time rewind. Oh my god, these mobs are so tanky as heck. That's the problem on our Kirito. Wait, are we gonna die already? Oh my god, yeah, Kirito's SPA is the problem, I think. Yeah, look at that, guys. They can now penetrate us. Oh my god, why? Bro, look at that, guys. Yeah, the SPA is just so bad, but we managed to clutch out one last wave. What? Not even a wave 60. God dang. Well, that didn't really meet my expectation, guys, and most likely the reason why is because of the range and also the SPA of these new units. But it's not really a bad run. It's just something that maybe I would have probably expected more. But anyway, guys, that is gonna be the power of the new OPOP roster here on ASTD. Definitely a solid team, but it's just lacking something. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and of course subscribe. Use StarCode SNOW whenever you're buying Robux. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay cold. Peace out.